The name Thomas means twin. The name Didymus means twin in Greek. And it's a remarkable thing to think about that we actually aren't entirely sure of what this apostle's name was. We just know his nickname. And I don't know why I'm telling you that, except it's really interesting. That the first line of the gospel, twin, called the twin, was one of the 12. This has nothing to do with this homily. Instead, I'd like us to look at those 6 days. And what do I mean by that? Those 6 days I'm referring to are the days when the following happened. First of all, day 1, the disciples are in a room locked and afraid. They saw Jesus die. They saw him buried. Except for and then Thomas isn't there. He's the only one who apparently isn't afraid or something, or some practical matter outweighed his fear. Either way, he was, in the words of our Canadian brothers and sisters, out and about. Yeah? And the other 11 or 10 are there. Judas is gone. And while they're there, Jesus appears to them. Thomas gets back, and his friends tell him, "We've seen him." Now, you know the end of the story. He did not. And in the same way that you or I, if we saw someone dead and we were there when they were buried, if 4 days later someone says, "Yeah, I talked to him," we would recommend medication and counseling. Yeah? Thomas did what you or I would have done. Sure. Tell you what. Because best case scenario, they saw a ghost. So what does he tell them? "I want to know that that was body and soul Jesus Christ." 6 days. They're in a hot, stuffy, I dare say smelly, upper room, while 10 are saying, "We saw him," and one's going, "Sure you did." Or what if you're Thomas and go, "Why wasn't I there? What if he did come? I was the only one out and about. Why did he appear to them?" There was a lot going on in those 6 days, and there's many parts of the gospel I read, and I think, I'm so glad I wasn't there. Right? I'm so glad, because I'd be the crucify him guy. I would. I know me. He broke the rules. This is one of those times I'm so glad I wasn't in that upper room. A passionate people, and all of them arguing for probably 6 days. Jesus eventually comes, and Thomas is there this time. I think, guys, that we as this church, meaning Holy Family, and meaning the Roman Catholic Church, it feels often to me like we're in that 6 days. That either trying to tell fellow Catholics, "No, I saw him. He's alive in my heart. It's not always going to be this way." Or we're the other ones going, "Let's ease up on those expectations, huh?" Either way, I'm struck often by the beautiful mess that is the church. And it's a beautiful mess because we're a beautiful mess. And we're all in a hot, smelly, stinky, crowded upper room, just trying to figure it out, trying to get on the same page. There will be a day where all that's over, where it will all be very clear to us. And until that day, I'll encourage us to be patient with ourselves and with each other. Conversion's a process, not a moment. I'll encourage us to give God what we need. You know what I need? I need to stick my hand in your side. Okay, here you go. We need to pray for those who are longing for that moment with Jesus. There is so much we need to be conscious of, but I think few things more than this. It's the 6 days, guys. We're waiting. There's so much beauty to be had in this moment, but there is a kind of beauty that's a dim memory. Until that day, Jesus, bless us, help us to be respectful and kind and loving and patient with each other. Help us to be people of hope who know the end of this story. We know it. Whatever the pain now, it will be gone. And one day it will all be very, very clear to all of us. St. Thomas left that upper room and walked farther than any of the other disciples. He even went farther than St. Paul. When the Jesuits arrived in India in the 16th century, they found this whole group of Christians there. How did the gospel get here? St. Thomas. St. Thomas walked there and taught the truth of the gospel until they took his life. But a beautiful Christian community grew up there. And odds are, if you've had a priest from India in any of your parishes, odds are they're from Kerala, which is where St. Thomas arrived. What an amazing thing. We are broken, messy people, and God has a great habit of writing straight with crooked lines. Until the day it's all clear, let's work together in hope. Amen? Amen. Okay. With confidence in the intercession of the apostles, especially St. Thomas, we rise and we offer